You might be wondering how one single thing can make you gain 1000 LP, and the answer to that is actually quite simple. By improving your lane significantly. A better lane means better trades, bigger advantages, and ultimately having an awesome position out of the lane which will naturally improve your win rate. No matter how bad your gameplay is after the lane, if you are simply stronger, you will get away with a lot more things and win more games. With that being said, let's jump right into the video. Alright guys, you might be wondering what this secret concept is, and I'll get to it, and I will also explain how you can apply it in your own games at the end of the video, so make sure to stick through it. So let's take a look at this game. So I played a lane into Akali, and I want you guys to take a look at this lane and think about my positioning, where my character is actually standing in this lane in relation to the Akali, okay? Because what you will end up seeing is that I'm standing a lot on this side, right? I'm basically never standing here on this side, and the answer to that will be revealed, like why I do that, and why basically any other Qiyana OTP and also a lot of Challenger Qiyanas do that on a consistent basis to improve the laning phase. So first of all guys, I will skip through this lane a bit because this is not the relevant part. I'm just poking Akali down a bit with my Qs, letting the wave come into me. This is pretty basic Qiyana stuff. I talked about this many times. And I think now I'm hitting like a WQ exactly because she was going for the farm. And now you will see that the wave is coming into me. So look at where I'm positioning my champion here, guys. You can see that I'm standing here, right? Like I'm standing here in this kind of edge. And the reason why I'm doing that is because, first of all, I have access to grass. And I have a very easy time farming. And this concept is something nobody talks about. I have never seen this in a video, and I use this on a daily basis in my coaching sessions to help people out with Qiyana because they always mess this up. So as you can see, here is the tower, right? How is the tower range set up? The tower range is set up in a way where it goes like this, right? It goes like this, it goes like this, it goes like this, it goes like this. And then it ends like here. So the enemy champion could in theory stand here and poke you out if you are standing here. So let me change the color up here for a second, and then we can talk about why this is so important. If you are standing here and your opponent is standing here, it's much harder for them to trade you down because of the way the tower range is situated. If you are standing here, they have a very easy time poking you out because you are standing way closer to the tower range, which allows them to walk closer to this. So take a look at the positioning here. As you can see, I am never really walking to the bottom side of this lane. And this does two things. By standing here, the opponent is forced to like walk up and get closer to me, which leads to me being able to use Q poke. And I get this question a lot of my students when they say, it's very hard for me to poke people early game, right? And then I see them standing here all the time, which obviously makes it hard for you to poke it out because they are not forced to walk up to you. Like you are not forcing them to walk up in order to trade. So the easiest way to fix this is by simply fixing your positioning like that. So as you can see, I killed a minion and I see an angle to Q the Akali. I walk up, auto attack Q, and I proc Electro, and she's now below half HP with a simple electrocute trade. And the only reason why that worked is the positioning. And the nice thing is that if the tower range is situated like this, which we just talked about, if I now walk back, she can't trade back. And all of that is only possible because of 1, wave management, because of 2, knowing the positioning of my champion, right? Like I know where I have to stand in the lane. And number 3, obviously matchup understanding. Like I simply know how to trade against this Akali, because this is like a basic trading pattern. When she walks up to me, I can Q her, and then I can use W in stealth and then auto attack Q. And now this leads to me winning the lane. This won me the lane. Look at her HP. So now what I can do is I can grab Ice. I can wait for my level 3. I get my level 3. She jumps into me. I mean, I miss my Q flash, but that's fine because she still dies. Like, there's just no counterplay to this. I get first blood, and I can now push this wave in, and then take a reset myself. So I shove this wave in, and yeah, that's the first example covering this specific concept. Let's jump to the next one. Alright guys, here it gets really interesting, because I'm playing one of the hardest, if not the hardest Qiyana matchup, which is Malphite. A lot of people struggle into Malphite. He's tanky, he can poke you out with Qs. I know it's really obnoxious. And this is one of the best lanes I ever played, I would say. And I'm basically using the concept that I talked about before, which I will reveal right here. So let's jump right into the game. So as you can see, this is recorded in currently High Master, Slow Grandmaster. Yeah, I'm just versing this Malphite, placing a ward onto the Phalite because I can't really walk in, which reveals the enemy champs, whatever. And now we can just jump into the lane. So I want you guys again to take a look at where exactly I'm positioning myself. So as you can see, I'm first of all standing out of his Q range. This is basic matchup knowledge stuff. I know that he has to farm, so he can't really Q me. He skills his E, he doesn't Q me. He could have also Q'd me, but then he misses all 3 minions, which is simply not worth it. And again, guys, I'm always situated here in this nice little sweet spot because I get access to grass, I get access to ice, I get access to rock. Like this sweet spot right here is very, very important, and it's not a secret, and high elo players know this, but nobody talks about it. And I think this is one of the biggest mistakes that players like Qiyana players in the lower elo brackets simply do. So I'm just standing in experience in XP range right here, and now again, just take a look at what will happen here. So I kill the minion, I eat 1 Q, it's whatever, I let the wave come into me, I last hit the minions very slowly, so the wave is slow pushing. I fuck up the CS a bit, but that's okay. And now, I'm waiting for my level 3. And again, look at where I'm positioning myself. I'm positioning myself to the edge here. I'm getting my level 3. And now I'm basically standing here again. This is very, very important. I'm standing here because this allows me to Q the Malphite in stealth and now grab grass in stealth, which allows me then to walk up in grass and just have my next element up again. Did you see that? And now I can just run this guy down. And why can I run this guy down? Well, only because of this concept. I can E onto him, I can keep auto attack him, and now look, please just take a look at this trade. It's a beautiful trade, and now I have a beneficial position out of the lane. And I know that this matchup still doesn't look perfect, but as you can see, I made it work simply because of knowing this. So I get Malphite's flash, we mess around a little bit, this is fine, I mean he gets jungle help. This is good for me, because it's good for the game. If enemy jungle has to interrupt the clear to help yeah, I'm speaking German and English at the same time apparently, to help his laner, this means that I'm dragging pressure away from my team. He can't be ganking top right now, he can't be ganking bot, and my jungler is simply getting ahead of the Graves. So this is absolutely amazing, and now I'm just letting this wave come in. And I mean, here I should have taken a reset, which I kind of messed up. But I saw that my Evelynn is around, so we kind of managed to just kill the Malphite here. And why? Because I got his flash before. So we killed the Malphite. I mean, Evelynn just flashes in. I give her the kill because she used her flash for it. And yeah, that's just, again, a beautiful early lane, which then leads to us, ultimately, if you look at this game, later winning the game in a very clean fashion. Alright guys, final and last example, and here it gets interesting again because we are versing Taliyah. This champion really likes to shove in the wave and then trade when the wave is pushing into you, because then the minions are covering her and she has a very long Q range, so that's kind of how Taliyah wants to trade. So again, I'm positioning myself always on this side. Why? Because I can grab grass. I'm sitting here, I'm relaxing, you know, I'm just taking it slow, letting the wave come into me. And I'm gonna immediately say, this lane was not played optimally, okay? I did overforce the trades a little bit, but it still ended up working out, because first of all, Qiyana's pretty strong, and second of all, I did kind of like make up for it later on. So this is bad, walking up here. Because it's quite obvious, but I do get her bone plating, which then allows me to trade later on. I get a nice little WQ, I dodge out on the Qs, and you might be wondering, Edo, isn't it bad to drop all the minions? Well, the thing is you have to drop them anyways, because Taliyah can poke you out, and there is no real way for you to get them. So instead, I'd rather trade HP and make the lane a bit more volatile, because this is what my champion is very good at. So now again, I'm just sitting here, I do get hit by this Q, but this leads to me now getting level 3 in stealth, because she didn't hit the wave, and she was very caught up with hitting me. So now I have level 3, I have an additional ability, and this makes up 600 gold, right? Like if you have a level advantage, this means you have 600 gold worth of stats, HP, armor, MR, AD, you just gain stats. And this allows me to now jump onto the Taliyah with E, hold my W, use W now, and then Q flash auto attack. Also very important that you look away for a second, like I auto attack the guy, I look away for a moment there, and then Q, and then flash, and then auto attack to then finish it off. I'm gonna play it out once more. You know, walk you guys through it a bit. so you can just watch it a bit more slowly. I know that a lot of you guys don't really like me pausing things, so here we are. So yeah, here you have the entire thing, Q flash, auto attack, and this is simply knowing your damage, killing her on the last ignite tick, and now pushing in the wave. And this is end of review for Taliyah. This is simply end of review. She loses the lane here, which ultimately leads to us again winning the game in a very clean fashion. And why? Obviously, there's a lot of macro involved, but if I don't have this advantage out of the lane, we don't win this game. I'm 100% convinced, because I was actually able to translate the lead out of my lane into other areas of the game. But even if you can't do that, guys, simply having a stronger lane will make you win more games, as mentioned in the beginning of the video, because you are stronger. You will get away with more fights, you will win more trades naturally, because you simply stat check. And yeah, that's that. So now we get to the last part of the video, which is about how you can apply that in your own games. Alright, guys, so how can you apply this in your own games? There are a couple of things to this, okay? First of all, we have the actual game. So the easiest way to learn this is by simply having it as a learning objective. So what that means is that for 2 weeks, you focus on this a lot. Like, you look at this every single game, and that's the only thing you look at. If you are below master, the best way to review your games is by simply reviewing them through the lens of one topic that you focus on. In my opinion, that's how I had the most success with my students. So if you are below master, you should have the learning objective of looking at this for 2 weeks and really trying to apply this in your games. Like, really try to focus on your positioning in the lane. And then after you play the games, let's say you play your 3 block, or you play one game and then you want to review instantly. First of all, I would highly recommend you to review your own POV. It's much better. As you can see, I have a lot of games lined up here that I played, and it's quite important you have your own POV, because then you can see your clicks, you can see your camera panning, etc, etc. And that will make it a lot easier for you to review your own games. So then what will happen is that you will see patterns. You will see, wait, I'm not doing this in this specific matchup. Why am I not doing this? And then when you actually review the games, you will automatically start thinking. Like, when your brain actively thinks about something very specific, you will automatically start applying it in your games, because it's on the forefront of your head, right? And that will lead to you just naturally becoming better at this. And after like 2 weeks, you should have this implemented in your game, and you will realize how much this will make your game easier. Like, I had clients go from... So what was the last one? The last one was Silver 2. And he got from Silver 2 to Gold 1 within 3 weeks in the last season, right? By simply applying this one thing and improving his lane. And I could tell you a lot of stories and all, but I don't know, like, to be honest, just try it out. You will see how much this will make your game easier. If you have any questions, guys, let me know in the comments. If you want to check out my stream, if you want to take a coaching session with me, or if you want to join the MLA down below, make sure to check out the links below the video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, bye bye, have a nice rest of your day.